All right, so this video is going to cover how to run a report for a potential new client that's a local business and give them something that basically tells them, where they could improve in terms of their online presence. There's lots of different softwares that can do this. I really like BrightLocal. It's a Canadian company. I've used it for years. It has a lot of tools such as citation building, directory listing building. It's got a really good reputation management tool to help people get and track online reviews. And it's got it's got a local search audit, which is what I'm going to show you today. So we'll click on local search audit. Now this is a paid service, so you have to have some credits, but because I'm on a monthly plan, I can run. I don't even know how many of these. I haven't had to buy credits in a long time. So let me walk you through how to do this. So go ahead and click Add New, and click that again. The client. Let me find the client lead here. 1 second. So the client is going to be Good Guy Movers out of Chattanooga. So they reached out to me, said they were unhappy with their current website, they were unhappy with their search engine optimization services, and they were looking to make a move. So, definitely agree on the website. We can definitely help on the website, but I want to go ahead and show them where they're at locally. Let me zoom that in a little bit because I'm using a really big screen here. I want to show them how they look kind of in a local online presence, so I can make some recommendations for them. All right, so the easiest way to get somebody's actual business name is just to scroll down to the footer. And this website definitely has some issues here. All right, so that's going to be their name. And we need to add a location first. So I'm going to find business in Google, and it is in Chattanooga. Yep, Chattanooga. We can check that again. So they do have a location in Nashville too. So that's interesting. All right, so let's do the one in Chattanooga. We'll use this location, and that's going to go ahead and put all the information we need in there. So very easy. I just like to double check everything. Make sure that's the right number for Chattanooga. 423-531-3841, 531-3841. That looks good. Also like to always make sure the website address is right and make sure it has the S in it. This already I'm seeing that they're using a location page. So this is picking up the Google My Business page. And it is best practice to actually use that local address or the Chattanooga page for your website address for Google My Business. So if I searched, let's say, Google My Business for a local, well, let's just do it. Let's look for So here's the Google My Business. So that link should be going directly to that Chattanooga page, and I can see when I look down here that it does. And I can click on it too. And yep, so here's the Chattanooga page. So they have an overall website, and it looks like they have 3 different locations. Actually, it looks like they have 4 different locations. So I need to make a note of that when I'm writing my proposal out. So that's going to be 4 different locations. Okay. And we don't have a client assigned, so we're going to go ahead. This is the one thing I don't like about this design is this kind of new formatting where the buttons are way down here. All right, so we're going to click Next, way down here in the corner. And I'm not going to connect any accounts because I don't have access to any of those accounts. This is just for your, so this is like your CRM, like to manage your clients or your contacts. I'm going to go ahead and skip that and just add the location. Okay, so next thing I want to do is I want to enter the search terms, right? So what are people going to search? And I also want to go ahead and click local listings and reviews. I'm not going to click social channels. 1, because I've had some issues with that in the past and it makes it take a little longer. And 2, they said they were going to do their social media internally, so I'm not going to add that. I am going to do some research. You get 5 search terms. So I definitely want my main search term of moving company. And what I like to do is add the city name right there, right? The other thing I want to do is I want to do a little more research on the search terms, because I want to make sure I understand what people are actually searching. So they're moving in delivery. So delivery doesn't necessarily help. But here, this helps really well. So now I've kind of got a list of their services. So residential moving, commercial moving, packing services, pack out services, warehouse and storage, and then final mile commercial delivery service. So this could be potentially for like maybe helping with Amazon delivery or things like that. So I like to use for keyword research, which you'll find in another video, but I like to use SpyFu. You can also use SEMrush or SEMrush, Ahref. Is it Ahrefs? Yeah, ahrefs.com is another good one. Ahrefs.com is good if you already have a list of keywords and you want to see the actual search traffic for those specific keywords. Whereas SpyFu and SEMrush are really good for searching and discovering new search terms. So I'm logged in, which is great. You can actually use this for free, a limited amount, just by going to spyfu.com, spyfu.com, and just drop your keywords right in there. It knows exactly that you're looking for keywords. So what I'm looking for is similar keywords. So moving companies near me, moving company. So moving company Chattanooga. What's the top one? So moving companies is actually, look at the difference here. Moving company gets 18,000. Moving companies gets 98,000. So we want to use that. Moving companies. And I'm just going to make it capitalized just to clean up, because I want my report to look nice. Let's make sure we spell Chattanooga right. It is a long one. What else do we have? Moving companies near me. So we can go ahead and throw that one in there too. And I think I can leave out I'm going to leave out near me. I'm going to leave out Chattanooga. And the reason is it's actually already searching locally, but I want the client to understand that the search terms we're looking for are these. We want to actually add Chattanooga in there. We want to see how they specifically rank. But as putting moving companies near me, nobody's going to type moving companies near me Chattanooga, because they're actually that's actually the location term, near me. They want Google to detect their location. Okay, so, and again, this isn't like perfect science. I mean, if something sounds right and it looks right and you want to send it to client, that's the word you want to put in there. So local moving company. So we're kind of, here's our benchmark, right? Like 98,000 searches. But our lowest one was moving company, so 18,000 searches. So I want to check their other services, because I've only got 2 more search terms to check, spots for my BrightLocal report. And again, this is a new lead. This is not a client yet. I'm just giving them a sample of what we can do. I'm not going to spend hours on this researching all the different search terms that they could use. So we could check residential moving and commercial moving. And I don't think people search moving. I think they're going to search movers. So yeah, residential moving companies. So look at that. So only 460. So that's not a great one. Let's look for movers. All right, so 420. So I'm not going to throw that in there because I don't think that's heavy enough to target right now. We could do warehouse and storage. Let me look at that and make sure that's for. We have a variety of solutions for long-term and short-term rental needs. So this is more of a storage facility, but it looks like they do commercial goods too. So let's look at warehouse and storage. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be one, but maybe warehouse. Or here you go, warehouse storage. So 1,700, so not bad. I want to shorten that to storage because I think there's a lot more search for storage. So look at that, storage units near me. That's huge, 226,000. So let's put that in there. Because obviously they're looking for self-storage, but it sounds like they kind of do that. Like self-storage type of service. Safe, organized storage solutions. So let's do safe storage. Well, let's check one last thing. Packing company. So 23,000 for a specific packing company. Indian packing company. All right, we need to make sure we're clear on that. Packing services. I don't even know how to search that. Packing. Search packing services. So this part can take the most brain power and the most time, kind of figuring out these keywords. I think I'm going to go for secure storage near me. So 284, Social Security office near me, storage units near me, storage near me. Okay, that's the same one. Safe storage near me. So again, back to that. Warehousing, let's just try warehousing. Nope, again, that was low. I guess let's just add moving company Chattanooga, moving companies Chattanooga, moving companies near me, and let's just do moving company near me. All right, so now that we've been searching our search terms and putting them in here, it's actually had time to run and scan all the different directory listings. It looks like it's found them. Probably going to have a couple issues with the fact that they've got multiple locations. I'd be curious to see if we have some ping for outside of Chattanooga. I'm just looking at the URLs and you can actually see, Chattanooga, Chattanooga, Chattanooga. All right, so it's ready to run. I'm going to go ahead and click this to email me when it's done, and I'm going to run the report. All right, I will check back in when the report is done. Okay, so I've just received this email. It took about half an hour maybe. So your local search audit report for Good Guys Moving is ready. So I'm going to click. You can look at actually the summary here. Now, sometimes I actually take a picture of this, like a screenshot of this summary, because it makes a really good little thing to stick into an email. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that now with my little screen grabber software. And I use Snagit, by the way, which is this tool you're seeing. It really allows me to take some nice, precise screenshots, screen grabs. Let me save that for later, and I'm going to go ahead and open the report up. All right, so here's the report, branded for Digital Treehouse under this kind of generic URL. So just taking a look at the report, you've got different sections. You can actually go through and edit these different sections. So this is a Canadian company, so they're going to use sometimes the words like organize is going to be spelled with an S instead of a Z. They may have taken that out since I've checked it recently and I haven't seen those issues, but I used to have to do a couple of these a day and I have to go through and change all that. The main thing is, when you send this to client, you just want to give them a good summary. So again, here's that nice summary. So it looks like their on-site SEO is good, their Google My Business is good, their reputation manager is good, their local listings are good, but their rank checker is not good, and their links and authority are poor. So they really need some help with links and authority and just improved rankings. So we can definitely help them with that with some of our services. As you go down here, you can see links and website authority. So, they have about 150 links flowing to them. Their average competitor has 2,000. This is Google index count. So how many? Let me see this here. This might be. Sorry about the noise. This might be Google page count. I have to figure out what that is. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Number of pages. So it's great when you send in this link, they can actually click on these things. So that's the number of pages. Link count is a little low, so they're missing a lot of links. I think one of the issues is maybe that moving company websites are chains, like theirs is 4 locations, and their competitors may be like, 2 guys in a truck, and maybe they've had 300 locations, and each one of those locations, is getting backlinks to their website or their landing page under that domain. So that's probably what's driving that up. linking domain again, though, that makes it show the need that we need to be driving some backlinks to their website, and then linking domain. So this is how many links are pointing to the website, and this is how many domains. So these domains have multiple links on them pointing back to this website. Website age is 10, registration date 2010. That's good. So that section's poor, so we want to work on link building with them. Here's this really, I love this. It's their rank checker. So this is showing how they're ranking for these search terms. So moving company Chattanooga, they're not ranking it pretty much at all. Bing, they're ranking number 3. The maps, they're ranking number 2. The Google Maps, they're ranking number 7. But they're definitely not ranking on the top page or on the home page of Google for these top terms. Moving companies near me, they are ranking 2 in the Google Maps and Google Search, and then moving company near me, number 2 and 2. So those were pretty high end searches. So that's pretty good. But again, maybe they want to rank better for these different terms as well. Here is some of the issues to help them rank better. So cleaning up some of their local listings. This has just got an address wrong. A couple listings where they're missing that can get some more credibility to them. And that other address, so that maybe that was an old address that just hasn't been updated. So Google doesn't like to see, different addresses or different names, or not missing out of major directories because it makes the business look less authoritative. They've got great reviews, so that's good. So we don't have to worry about, helping them with reviews. They're a moving company. I'm actually surprised they don't have more. 1 stars. Moving companies tend to get the brunt of online review abuse. Page load speed is something we can work on when we build them a new site. Otherwise, everything looks fairly good. Some alt tags, potentially missing on some images. Mobile page load speed is very slow. There's some top keywords. And then we go to the individual pages. Oh, honestly, they only have the 1 page. So the title tag looks good. The meta description is actually fine. It can be up to 315 characters now versus 255. So this is the report. So what I'll typically do is write the client a proposal, and I'll include a link to this report in the proposal, and they can click right through and look at some of these items that I reference, and I might even include that picture, that I took a snapshot at. All right, that's how to run a local client online business review and get a report so you can send them and discuss different services they may need.